Hi friends, like there was doubt coming from many people uh, how do you stay motivated to do yoga every day? Because I can understand that yoga is not something which you can show off, like you can see the immediate changes in your body, but the effect of yoga is so large, it's huge, that you feel changes in the thinking pattern, the way you used to think, the way you used to feel, and the regular day-to-day activity. And this is how I feel good. Like, so I, the happiness, the joy which I feel, it motivates me to do yoga every day. So other aspect of it is like I have been regular to gym for about 2 to 3 years. So what I do is that I dress up exactly the way I would dress up for the gym. I would play the same playlist of my gym and I'll start do yoga. And I'll start the yoga with the warm activities exactly the way we used to warm up in the gym, because sudden transition from gym towards doing yoga is not possible. So I would suggest you do not try to change yourself. In case you're beginning up with yoga and you have not done it yoga earlier or any kind of exercise, I would suggest you to go slow. For example, do only one asana of take up any kind of asanas and pranayam, do only one repetition, do it for only 15 to 20 minutes. So the moment you start thinking and you decide that you're gonna keep doing it for long, so it will help you to maintain a consistency and break your habit of being lazy, and it will start helping you. This is unedited video and I will not be editing this video at all. So I gonna pronunciate all the asanas which I'm doing. I'll start with a standing asana right now, and we'll get gradually move forward and do all the other kind of yoga. So let's start with Surya Namaskar. I'm gonna do 14 repetitions, 7 with left leg forward, 7 with right leg forward. Okay. Mind well, Surya Namaskar is the asana if you are looking for capacity, overall exercise, stretching, and warming up your body. Surya Namaskar is the best asana which will help you. And because asanas and pranayama are two different things, so be very careful while doing asanas and be aware with your body. If you are having back pain, if you are having a problem with the shoulders, if you are having problem with any kind of muscle. There are few variations in Surya Namaskar as per the level of difficulty. What I'm showing you is a very basic way. I'm not explaining how, what. You can see me over here doing, trace the breathing pattern, and you can do it on your own. Else you can check out other YouTubers like Kino Yoga, Kino. She's really good. I have been inspired from her, apart from other saints like Baba Ramdev and various kind of books. So I'll request you to check out their videos for detailed explanation. Four more to go. I'm not playing any music over here because I am in a stage where I do not need external distraction to keep myself motivated. I like to feel my body when I'm doing it, and it is good. Last two repetitions, sorry. Okay, let's do Vrukshasana. Keep your whole breath normal. Hold this position as long as you can. In case you're not able to hold it, you can use the support from wall. Stretch yourself up. Yoga basically comes from the ancient ages. The sage, the ascetics used to practice yoga for attaining nirvana. They used to practice it so that they can keep themselves fit. It is nothing but trying to replicate the nature itself. Tadasana is good for increasing the height. It is advised to the teenagers and the kids. It helps to maintain stability. I do not have any advertisers or anybody, so I'm just doing it so that I can spread yoga and make people aware. This is, I don't remember the name of asana, but this is good for your side fat. Basically, these side fats. Okay, so let's do Trikonasana. Trikon means triangle. This is also for the side fat. Look upward. Go as far as you can go. Let's do the 30 repetitions. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. Whew. Let's stretch the muscles. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So after this, let's do Veerbhadra Asana. Okay, after Veerbhadrasan, let's do lizard pose. This is one, the very basic part. If you're gonna feel, if you want to feel, then stretch your leg to your hand level. Take it back. Do it again. Keep it near your right hand. Keep yourself like this, straight like a plank. If you want to increase the difficulty level, just fold your arms just in the same manner which we do the planks. This ain't very easy. I'm tired with these basic asanas in a standing pose. Okay, let's move to another asana. We're gonna bend and touch our hand to the floor. If you can't touch the floor, just bend. If you cannot bend, just go till the point you can bend and stretch yourself. Do not try to exaggerate your spinal cord injury like disc slip and all. One. We're gonna do 20 of it. 2, 3. If you are flexible, try to touch your nose with your knees. So we are done with the standing asana. Let me think if anything is remaining or pending which I have not done. These are regular things which I practice in my yoga session and you can inculcate in yours too. I can remember this because there are many poses. There are many poses. There are many asanas which you can do. I remember one. It is called rock post asana, rock post asana or parvatasana. We are done with standing poses. Let me bring my book or let me check my yoga plans and let's do as per it.